really good physical practice, getting much better. Like the progress of our wideouts the last couple of days. Some guys are really starting to make plays, and we're playing faster and improving. Again, the defensively, we're excited. Secondary guys, I think, are still doing a great job. Very competitive practice, a lot of situational work, 2-minute goal line, no huddle stuff. I mean, tons of different looks. But again, I like the physicality and the tempo. The last 3 days, the tempo and stuff has been back to where I expect it to be. And playing football the way we should be playing. Otherwise, we weren't playing. It wasn't we playing bad, but we wasn't playing with an edge. The last 3 or 4 days, we're starting to play with an edge and getting physical and nasty, and very proud of the way we've been doing things. All right, questions?
You guys are doing a lot of cross training of offensive linemen. How important is that?
It's critical because you get, and the other 2 things. 1, guys get injured. You always have a guy who knows what to do. And 2, you get a greater appreciation when you're playing your position of what the other guy has to do when certain looks, so you know when to give him extra help, or you may need you get a better knowledge of the game and truly what the other guys are trying to do beside you, because sometimes you get caught up in your own little world. And I think it's very critical there, and it's a big thing we always do.
Have you liked what you've seen out of those guys?
Very well. I really have. I tell you what, Cam Irving in their center, scary good because of how athletic he is and can bend and run and move. But Barron's been doing a nice job also. So, I mean, it gives you a lot of opportunities. And I tell you what, Josue Matias at tackle, wow. Really, really nice job out wide.
Question? You mentioned the wide receivers. How much is Bobo playing today?
A bunch. Bobo had some real nice plays today. Christian Green had a couple today. We got to continue to keep getting better. Kermit at times, but I mean we're getting there. We're getting there, and we're just got to make them come to Jameis's level. And and you got to force it and not ad-lib it, and they're getting there. Their work and their attitude's been really good. And the last 3 days made a lot of progress, in my opinion.
What does Bobo give you outline? What kind of player is he? We didn't get to see him.
Fast. He's got great speed. He can get to deep ball. He's got great running skills afterwards. He can stick his foot in the ground and change direction. Got really good body weight and strong for his size. Very strong physically.
What are you seeing from Keith Bryant this spring?
Getting better and better. Keith had a good off season, and now his toughness is learning how to take on blocks and not get overwhelmed by the whole scheme of things. Is learning his assignments and developing. He's got ways to go, but Keith's going to be a good player. Keith's going to be a really good player.
You're one of about 7 or 8 programs that's using these new Riddell Speed Flex helmets. Did you approach them? Did they approach you? How did that come about?
They bring them to us with ideas. Just we'll try them and see how they fit, see how they work.
Any feedback so far on it?
No, we'll wait when spring's over.
How's Freddie Stevenson?
I've been very pleased. And I'm going to tell you what, Freddie can run the ball. Put Freddie back there on the goal line tailback. I'm going to tell you what, extremely natural runner with the football. Heavy runner, and I'm going to tell you in the field. And some of that one-back stuff, because we're so nicked up having to play him at one-back as a tailback. I like what I see out of him, and not only as a fullback, but as a big tailback. And can catch the ball, and a good pass blocker. Very talented guy, very talented guy.
Did he play running back in high school?
Oh, yeah, he did. Played some tight end, played running back and linebacker, and that's why I loved him. He had 2 or 3 things. Knew he'd be a great special teams guy. He's got really good ball skills, natural run. Keeps his pads very square to the line of scrimmage, very good hips, and has power and speed. I really liked what I saw.
Did you? I know he was listed as a linebacker.
He was. He started linebacker here, and we wanted to work some depth at fullback, and he was doing some things at linebacker, and it just put him over there to look at him because we cross-train, and I just think it's very natural. I think he's a natural offensive football player.
But you saw that on tape in high school?
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Jimbo, could you get Mario Pender back before the spring game? Get him out there?
Oh, yeah, he's back. Pender was back now.
Full speed?
Yeah, he practiced all day. He was good.
How is he coming along?
Very good. Ran the ball really well. Got a lot of juice. You get the ball in space, can catch it. But I tell you what, he's 195 pounds, but he's strong. And a really good tackle-to-tackle runner. I like him. And when he sticks his foot, he runs violent. he has explosion. And I'll tell you what, he's a really good goal line runner. You think he's not a big guy? Really good goal line runner. Has a knack to just sink that pad and get under you. And he's strong, so he can see and he can create leverage on the goal line. Plus, when he gets an edge, he ain't going to catch you.
Coach, how has Jameis progressed so far, and what's his interaction with the receivers?
I'm going to be in the last 2 or 3. First part, it was good, but I've really we've cranked up practice, and the intensity's gotten going, and he's really getting into spring ball right now, in my opinion, starting to make plays. And it's frustrating at times for him, and I don't mean this as any knock, but getting those guys to where he sees things and does things, and then he starts, early what he was doing was trying to compensate a little bit. Well, I know he can't do this, so I'll throw it here, even though you can't do that. We'll get those receivers to his level, and he's been forcing them to do that, and I think been very sharp the last couple of days.
How does he interact with them? Is he a guy that will get on there?
You ain't lying, he will.
Yeah.
You ain't lying to me. And I like it. I mean, but he does it in a good way. It's not, but then he demands. I mean, you know, he's in charge. You got to get him to where how he likes it and what he does. It's been, and they respond. They understand. He's not doing it from a nasty. He's wanting to do it. Hey, we got to get here. This is where we got to go to win, and they know that's how he thinks and what he's about.
All right.
That's good.
Thank you, guys.